Jennifer Lopez has always been the woman who could do it all. The dancer, the singer, the actress, the icon. But what happens when even J.Lo hits pause? What happens when the woman who's always in motion suddenly decides to stop? Stick around because in a moment, you'll hear how canceling her tour became the most life-changing decision she's ever made, and it has nothing to do with fame. For decades, Jennifer lived life in the fast lane. Studio sessions at dawn, red carpets by night, and a camera flashing at nearly every breath. But behind the glamour was something else. Exhaustion. The kind that seeps into your soul when you've been running for too long. And in that chaos, her twins, Max and Emmy, were growing up fast. Too fast. When Jennifer announced she was canceling her This Is Me live tour, fans assumed it was business-related, maybe scheduling, maybe logistics. But here's the twist you probably didn't know. It was deeply personal. I took a whole year off, she said. And during that time, it literally just sat in a rocking chair. Imagine that. Jennifer Lopez, the global superstar known for power moves and pyrotechnic performances, sitting still. No cameras, no choreography, just stillness. At first it felt strange, empty even. But then something started to shift. For the first time in years, she wasn't being J.Lo. She was just mom. She spent that entire year with Heartfelt, doing things she'd missed out on for far too long. Breakfast together, movie nights, random car rides with loud music and louder laughter. And she realized something powerful. She didn't need a stage to feel alive. She needed them. I really wanted them to feel me, she said. And I didn't want to be away from them. That line hit millions of parents right in the heart because behind the superstar image was something achingly relatable. A mother who was afraid of missing her kids grow up. Jennifer had spent most of their lives as a working single mom. From early morning rehearsals to late night shoots, she made it all look easy. But what Noon saw were the moments of guilt. The time she had to say, "I'll be there soon," and knew she probably wouldn't make it. But during that year off, everything changed. She reconnected not just with her kids, but with herself. The noise faded, and for the first time in years, she could actually listen. Stick around because what happened next showed a completely different side of Jennifer Lopez, one that fans had never seen before. As the months passed, the Lopez household started to feel normal. Pancakes in the morning, laughter echoing through the kitchen, even small arguments, the kind that every real family has, felt grounding. For once, she wasn't Jennifer Lopez, the icon. She was Mom, what's for dinner? And in that simplicity, something extraordinary happened. Her bond with Max and Emmy deepened. They opened up more. They shared things they never used to. Because when she stopped performing for the world, her kids finally saw the real her. But just as that peace settled in, another emotional chapter began. Heartfelt turned to 17. College was suddenly around the corner. She said, "It's happening. They're leaving. They're going," and it's crazy. You could hear the pride in her voice, but also the heartbreak. It's that quiet pain every parent knows, watching the kids you raised start to build their own lives. She smiled through it, joking that she might love the peace and quiet for a while, but then she admitted something real, that deep down she's scared. Scared of walking into an empty house, scared of the silence after years of chaos. She told Kelly Reaper that her mission has always been to create a home her kids would want to come back to. "When I go home, it feels good. It smells like home. It tastes like home." And that line, "it smells like home," said everything. Because no matter how far her twins go, Jennifer knows that what she's built with them goes beyond walls or fame. It's a feeling, a place of safety that follows them wherever they are. But before reaching that peaceful place, Jennifer had to survive something she called the brutal years. And this is where things got real. She revealed that not long ago, her relationship with her twins hit a tough phase. The kind that pushes even the closest families apart. It was brutal, she admitted. And coming from J.Lo, who's faced breakups, career setbacks, and public scrutiny, that says a lot. Heartfelt were growing into their own identities, testing boundaries, and finding independence. And as teenagers do, they pulled away. But imagine doing all that while being the children of Jennifer Lopez. The spotlight never turns off. Every move, every expression, every outfit, someone online had something to say about it. It was a lot for two teenagers, and for Jennifer, it was heartbreaking. She wanted to protect them from the noise. But how do you protect your kids when the world already knows their names? But here's where the story shifts. Instead of letting that distance define them, she used that year off to rebuild the bridge. She stopped running, she started listening, and little by little they began to heal. The tension softened. The walls came down. They started having real conversations. Not about fame, not about success, but about life. And when Jennifer says, "We're a close-knit three now," it's not a cliché. It's survival. It's proof that love can outlast chaos. Stick around because the way she describes this transformation might just change how you see her forever. For Jennifer Lopez, that year off didn't just save her relationship with her kids. It saved her. It reminded her that life isn't about being everywhere. It's about being present. She discovered that success means nothing if your heart isn't home. That sometimes the most powerful move isn't another performance. It's saying no and choosing peace instead, now. As Max and Emmy prepare to leave for college, Jennifer's entering a whole new phase of life. One filled with quiet mornings and maybe a few lonely nights. But this time, she's ready because she's built something that can't be taken by fame, money, or time. A bond, a home, a sense of belonging. And maybe that's their real story here. Not the canceled tour, not the headlines, not the fame, but the woman who finally realized that her greatest role isn't on stage, it's at home. So, next time you see Jennifer Lopez in the spotlight, remember this. The most important show she ever performed wasn't for the world. It was for her kids. And for the first time, she didn't need applause. She just needed them. Because in the end, love doesn't need a tour. It just needs time. And Jennifer finally gave it to the people who mattered most.